Oh, good day from Australia. Welcome to my acrylic art paint pouring tutorials, I suppose I call it. So I'm going to get down to this canvas today. I'll put the colour, I'll show you the colours as I go along, but I'll also put the little colour chart that I've created of the colours that I'm going to use today on my Acrylic Art by Julie Cube Facebook page, and I'll also in the drop down box you'll have my pouring medium and what I use to make these particular paints up for today's pour. So I'm going to go with kind of like 50 shades of green. I think I've got I've got a few greens here, so I'm going to have a go at these greens again today with like peachy tones, trying to get this. The canvas is 50 by 70 centimeters, so I'm not sure if it's all on the frame, but I hope so. I'll give it a go. So I'm going to cover this canvas first. It's called Flesh, this colour, but it's kind of very peachy. It is called Flesh. This one, the flesh in this one was actually a global paint. I am using some globals, but mostly Mont now, because once I've used all the globals that I've got, I probably won't go back to them, because I'm finding the marte is just really gorgeous. Getting 2 litres for $29, which works out really economical, plus it's really nice thick creamy paint, so I'm really enjoying the marte paints at the moment. A few of Australian artists used to rave on about our global paint, but that kind of took a bit of a nosedive when I think it just got too busy for them or whatever. I'm not sure, but the paints come out thin and inconsistent and started to crack, so just changed the paint brand, and I've just found Marte's been around for years and years and years, and they're really good in consistency, being the same every time, so you can kind of rely on them. So that's really good in a paint. But anyway, that's what I'm doing at the moment, but doesn't mean to say that I won't change down the track. That's a personal choice, isn't it? But at the moment, it's kind of Mont is being the star in the paint world for me in Australia anyway. Has been for a while now, so that's a big fleshy colour all over the canvas. And as you see, I love to finger paint, so I don't use any tools there, so I'll just give my hands a quick wash off and get on with it for you. Hope you're all having a great weekend. It's been absolutely gorgeous here in Australia. We're just in our first few weeks of spring, and it's just been gorgeous, except the only downside to it is that we've had a lot of bushfires, even close to the coast, which we don't normally get this close to the coast. So, but anyway, got to I was thinking, just trying to think whether to change it to a swirl pour, but I think I'm going to stick with I'm going to do the diagonal today. I'm going to do a diagonal. I'm going to layer my colours diagonally. I might do some others, odd bods. So this is green deep, and I added white to take it down a few shades. So I have got a video on custom colours, making some custom colours up in my video library on my YouTube channel, or as the kids call it now as well, and another one of my subscribers, Jilly Tube. She watches the Jilly Tube, so I thought that was quite amusing. My husband calls it the naughty nana tube. Don't know what he means, me and naughty nana. Of course not, would I? Okay, so this is just on the diagonal. As you find, like, the different way you layer the paints onto your canvas, even though you're doing basically a same technique, if you're doing a swipe, whichever way you're doing it and with whatever tool, it's still a swipe, but you'll find out it just comes out different every single time. So quite interesting. I was going to add my avocado to this, but I'm not. The color I've just added again was I basically put white and then added the green deep to get the mint color. Now this is just a lighter version of it again, like with the white with the deep green. So I'm just keeping in the green tones, as I said, my 50 shades of green again. It's basically green tones and peaches. Peaches. So that's the, I need to use all of that, do I? This is another, this is actually, I made this up with white and added a bit of orange until I just got this sort of sherbety colour. So there's quite a lot of custom colours in this ones that I've made up by just mixing my own to the shades I like, which is the good fun part of this process. So yep, that is cool. And I had got a few other colours here, but I'm not going to add them. I just want to add some brown, which is burnt umber, in here. Not too much, but I will put some in because it's earthy and it'll be a bit of a contrast in there. Of course, I'll give it all a tilt in a minute. I hope you're all enjoying your own art adventure as I am, because I never get bored of it. I can truly say that. It excites me every time. I might do the same technique, but every time it turns out different and it excites me every time. So that's what's gorgeous about art, I suppose. Especially with this particular type of art. You can you do the same thing every time, but obviously you're not going to layer your paints exactly every time. It's exactly the same way, and so you can do exactly the same color, and you can be basically guaranteed that they will turn out different every time, which is wonderful. So yeah, just gently tilting at the moment to get my canvas covered. I want to try keeping it those diagonals though. Might be harder said than done, but we'll give it a go. Paint not moving too quickly on the canvas, so it's obviously on the thicker side. So just keep trying. When you are tilting a canvas, always keep recentering the paint so you don't end up tilting it all off at one end or the other. It's moving slowly. It's really warm day here, so probably could have done the paints a little bit thinner, but I didn't. So this is what we've got. Come on, baby, move. There you go. Let's cover it slightly back to the center. Literally is a process, isn't it, of watching paint dry? Because when you've finished a piece, especially that you're really excited with, I'm sure that many of you have done it. My art room's out away from the house in my garage, but you still keep coming out checking on how the paint's drying. And no pesky flies have gone into it and doing backstroke all the way up your work. Leaves a nice little muddy trail. That's annoying. Okay, come on. It's a bit slow to tilt because I've done the paint on the thick side, but that's all good. No stress, no stress. If you haven't, well, you should have all the sides, because what I did to begin with was made sure I covered the sides, so it's not too bad. Yeah, concerning yourself over you've got to tilt right over the sides, not if you've done what I did at the beginning. So I'm just sort of licking the lip underneath with my fingers to take off that big weight of paint. So I don't want that to go into like a big globule underneath. But if you taped the back of your piece, then it should all be good. So I see you're still with me. Yes, I haven't. Yes, I had a problem last week that I did all the mixing of the paint and telling you what to do and this and that, and then looked at my camera and it was not running, and that is not a happy time. Okay, just move these paints out of my way while I get into the swipe. Now, today, ooh, move. Today I'm going to swipe with navy over this whole lot, believe it or not. And I'm going to swipe on the diagonal, as I said. So I'm going to start from one corner, tipping you right over the one corner. Now this is a little bit thick, this navy, and I haven't done a very straight line, have I? Yeah, this is a little bit thick. I should have thinned it. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. All my paint's going thick today, maybe. I don't know, I've just made a thicker mixture, or I have, as I normally do, it's been made up yesterday. So because it's warmer, it may have thickened, I'm not sure. I'm going to start this swipe from the centre with the plastic file divider. Great little tools for swiping. I'm going to just drop it into that navy and just swipe diagonally. Oh, missed some paint there. Okay, that's not ideal, but it's easy fixed, so don't stress over if you do that. Just go back over it and that's absolutely fine. Fine. Oh, those peppermints coming up really lovely with that navy. So happy that I did the navy. I can see already that it's going to be stunning. Stunning. Oh, look at those cells before I've even what's happening here? Before I've even put the heat on it. Oh, that's really nice. I'm not sure if I've done the navy over all these pepperminty colours before, but I certainly love swiping, as you know, in any colour rather than black or white. I prefer to swipe in colour, other colours, especially navy, especially burnt umber. Deep reds are gorgeous to swipe in. Purples are gorgeous to swipe. Oh, you just every colour. Give it a go. Don't be shy about only swiping in black and white. Okay, I'm in an awkward spot now because I've got all my cups everywhere with the paint still in them, because I've made up big trays of paint, big cups of paint, because I wanted to paint a few bits of art today and just vary the colours. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Hope you're liking it like I am. I might put a little bit more blue down, because that's looking really lovely with those pepperminty colours, even with the brown in there. Beautiful. Just run a bit more navy. Ooh, very nice. Lovely. Just dropping it in the navy. It's nice and easy. Easy. No need to stress at it. If you miss bits, they can always be fixed, because by the time you put the torch on it, it'll just, it's fine. Don't worry if you miss bits. Okay, just putting that little bit more navy in there. I want that navy to stand out against the greens. Definitely done my paint on the thick side because it's not running so smoothly over the paint as it normally would. But it isn't a problem. It's nothing that you can't fix, and that doesn't look good when it's finished anyway, because you can do some little manipulation in there to it. Okay, I'm going to put a bit more blue over here. I'm not too worried about this just yet. I'll go back over there. This peppermint's so nice against this navy, really lovely. Not sure if you've seen it through the camera, but they really are pretty. Yeah, it's drying really quick actually, even though I've got a lot of paint on it. I think, like I said, it's because I've done it quite thickly. Sickly. Hey, so you can just add. There's no stressing about, oh, I didn't get it right, because you can always fix it. Ooh, that is so nice. Those navy is so nice to swipe against those pepperminty greens. I don't think you could go wrong with that really. That really, I haven't, as you know, I haven't used the torch on it yet. Try and get you a bit close up to some of those lovely cells that are coming up. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I am only going to wave my torch over this. Because yeah, I do want some cells to come up at the back where they haven't, and over the areas that didn't swipe so nicely, because this is what will save those areas. But look at, I love this dark navy. Actually, probably if I did this again, I'd put even more, a thicker line of navy, because it looks so nice with the peppermints. That's a really nice colour palette to do those greens with the navy. Very nice. So as I had one remark when a lady watched a video that I didn't do any of the clusters or anything, she put, oh, thank goodness for the change from those tedious clusters. So I'm sorry if you think they're tedious. And as I wrote to her, I mean, it's just, you know, it just made me laugh. It didn't upset me, because I said, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch my tedious clusters. There's plenty of others you can watch on there, you know, do. So it just made me laugh to think some people may obviously think they're tedious clusters. But that's it, you haven't got to watch. It's all good. I'm happy. If anybody else enjoys what I do, that's fine. And if you don't, then you just move on, don't you? I do that myself with videos I watch. If I'm not happy with them, I just don't say anything and I move on. So you could either leave this exactly as it is, because it is gorgeous, and I don't think I've actually done, looking around now, what I've got here. I haven't done those tones with that navy. That's and I think what would even, that would look nice. I mean, that looks great and I'm really happy, but what would look nice again was a really deep red swipe in those peppermints, which I may very well do. So if you're happy with that, all well and good. You just leave it as it is. If you want to balloon kiss, which is probably too much paint, but I know some of you say, oh, you shouldn't have done this and you shouldn't have done, but But this is what I'm doing it for, is if you were to do this paint and you stop there then, because you know, oh well, Jill carried on and did the rolling and I didn't like, well then you don't do that, because this is my painting and this is, you know, what I want to do. So I'm showing you up to this stage, and the next one I'll just show you some balloon kissing in it. So if you like that stage, you can add your balloon kissing when you try it, or if not, you just stop at that stage. But I would say it's too much paint to, but then again, even though there's a lot of paint on it, can tell that it's drying quite quickly, and it must be because of our really warm day and because I've done the paint quite thickly, because those balloons are coming out really nicely already. So I might do a bit of a roll. Yes, that looks nice. It kind of creates this lovely fan effect when you roll it off the edge. So anybody can do the balloon rolling. We were all doing it in kindergarten. So, well, my son remembers doing it in kindergarten, and they do it in kindergarten now. So there you go. It's a nice, easy, if the paint is just at the right sort of consistency, then it won't all fall in. That is gorgeous. I'm loving it. I'm sorry, lady, they didn't like my tedious clusters, but you did make me laugh, so it's all good. Each to their own, each to their own. But that is a little bit special. I'm liking it. Rolling. Husband's just turned up, so you'll well, as he always does when I'm doing a video. Anyway, you get the gist. It looks gorgeous, and I'm really happy because I haven't done that colour palette together. I may have done it all the same colours but in a different layout, but that is gorgeous. I'm loving it, and I hope you do too. I'll give you a close-up before I go. Oh, that is so nice. I will probably just do a few more balloon embellishing, but that is gorgeous. I really like those colours. Look at that. Maybe if next time even more navy in there, but that's lovely. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Pretty surprised how that's going for a nana. Yeah, please leave your remarks if you like that, and if you don't, just move on. But it is nice to hear from you. I do try and get back with something, you know, to you all. So yeah, keep up the good work and enjoy your art journey as I am. Thank you.